Hello and welcome and thanks for taking the time to watch this. My name is Carl Clift, one of the founders here at Live.Clinic. You got here by choosing small business, so let's talk a little bit about yourself. So what do you look like? Well, as a small business, you are likely a sole proprietor or maybe have one or two employees making less than $100,000 a year, and you likely sell just single product or service, maybe two or three. Now, we all know that businesses of different sizes face different challenges. So small business owners like yourselves are a pretty scrappy bunch. You are Jack and Jills of all trades, and you have a finite number of hours in the day. So let's quickly address some of your challenges because that's what we are looking to address for you. You have to be competitive in your market, of course, and you always need more clients, but more importantly, you need the right ones. You always need to deliver a great customer experience, and you need to leverage technology more than ever. And this for you is a big win or fail. So as part of delivering on these challenges, you have likely tried many different technology solutions or processes to help with your daily activities, from website builders, CRM tools, calendar systems, and video conferencing systems. There's no doubt that you've had to figure out a way to duct tape all of these together. And the words seamless integration probably do not sit too well with you. So how do we know all this? Well, there's two reasons actually. Firstly, because we are just like you. We have run small businesses for over 15 years, and this has been our experience as well. And secondly, research. We never do anything without deep dive research, and there's a lot of data supporting everything that we have just said here. So what is this video all about? Well, I'm going to show you how Live.Clinic can fit within your business. And more importantly, how we can help you with the most valuable business activities that you do on a day-to-day basis. We're going to tell you and then show you very specifically. Now, what's in it for you? Well, you are here to see if you should make the time and effort to try us. So the goal of this video is to either have you start a free trial or not start a free trial. But if you do decide to start the free trial, we want you to know exactly what you want to accomplish and why. Now, why do I say this? Well, because success for you and for us is not you starting a free trial. This is just the beginning. Success is Live.Clinic helping you with your most valuable business activities. Now, these activities could be better lead generation, delivery of consultations or service, or client nurturing and retention, or even more efficient communications within your company or network. Our platform provides solutions for all of these and much, much more. Now, having set the table, it's time to show you. It's time to switch gears. Enough with the theory. Let's get into the facts. Let me give you a real world example, something you can directly relate with. Recently, we used a ConvertKit expert to assist us in some email sequencing for a client, and here's what we went through. We started on the ConvertKit website. We found many experts, as you can see on the page here, to choose from. Now, we clicked on an expert and went to a single page on the ConvertKit site with more information on that expert, and it looked like something like this. We read more on her skill sets and services, and then we clicked on a button to see the Contact Me form, like that. And there I scheduled a video call. We got an email notification with a Zoom link. We got appointment reminders via the video and had the support call on Zoom. So there's the calendar, and then we went over to Zoom. The call actually went very, very well. The expert knew her stuff. Then came the follow-up, which was via email. And right now we've got 26 emails in that thread and counting. Later still came the invoice from FreshBooks, well after the consult, not before or even during the call. Now, did we need more help later? Yes. We would have had to start that sequence all over again, which we did. Now, I must confess, the expert was excellent. The service was excellent. The overall flow was disjointed, however, and cumbersome. And along the way, she promoted multiple brands, of course, but only her own once. So let me show you a better experience with what we would do. So I'm going to start here on Live.Clinic, and I'm going to show you exactly the process that a client would go through and an expert or a consultant would go through. So in this situation here, this is our small business consultant, and we found her via whatever traffic source happens to be out there. In this case, we could land directly on her page. There's enough information here that she's laid out, and I'll show you how she's done all of this, that makes us believe that this could be a good idea to actually have a consultation with her and see if we can do some business. So the first step as a client here would be to register. So you would click on register and you fill out the forms, the fields. There's only 5 fields, you agree, and you are ready to go. After having registered, you would log in. So here I am logging in as a client of the expert network person, which in this case was ConvertKit. So I log in. The expert has designed certain services made available to myself as the client. So here I am, I can choose a message, a phone, or video. Now, many of the experts will actually create many different services. So you can have free, you can have paid, and you can have all different mediums here. In this situation here, because I've seen her website and I've decided that there's something that of interest that I want to continue with, I can actually go on and say, okay, I'm going to schedule a video call. So I'll schedule now. And here are the times available for her that she has set up, and I'll show you how you can do that as well on the expert side. But here I'm going to choose, for example, the 3 o'clock time. I can choose a credit card to pay, or in this situation here, she's actually put up a coupon associated with that service. So I can actually do it this way and press continue. I then schedule the appointment. The appointment now sits inside of my dashboard. And when I'm ready at that time to go to have that appointment, have that video call, I can simply start it. There are my upcoming appointments. I can click view and I can start my consultation. Once I start my consultation, the expert on the other side, which would be you, will also start that conversation, and you will have a video shared screen, exchanging documents and other things like that inside of this thread. So one of the things to keep in mind is that prior to that conversation, we might want to do things like upload files so that we can share prior to discussing what we're going to talk about. We might send messages back and forth before, during, and after the call. And all of this sits inside the same thread. So you can actually go back and have a look at exactly what the conversations were between yourself and your client, and all the notes and documents as well. So switching gears now, I can actually show you as well how, from your point of view, you're going to go and set up your own live clinic. So in this situation, you've started your trial and you've created your website as such. And in this situation here, I'm going to go in as you into the back end of smallbusiness.live.clinic. Now, this is a URL that's live instant as soon as you start your free trial, but you can actually change it to whatever URL you've already purchased as well, and it can be your own organic URL. So I'm in the back end here as such of the system. And here is where you're going to go through the keys about building the system. So an example would be, I'm going to start with my landing page. I can start with my colors, choose my primary colors and success colors. I can choose my logos. And then I can go into the page itself and create the page. The page itself here has a number of blocks that I've created here, but they all exist on the bottom. And these blocks are Word or text, video, and image blocks. Very similar to all the web page builders that you've seen out there. We create the blocks, we simply add them. So if I wanted to add a block, I could hit all purpose. It puts the block here. I can move it up. I can edit. I can go into the heading and I can type in. I can add items, etc. Each of the blocks on the bottom have different functions that allow you to build a page that looks like this. Many of our clients have built very long pages, short pages. Totally depends on the objective of the client and what they're trying to use that web page for. So now that I've created my web page, and you'll see a lot more detail on this as you go through your free trial, you're going to do things like, I'm going to schedule an appointment. So there's all my appointments today so far. Here's my dashboard, and here's my availability. So I'm going to allow people to schedule appointments with me. I've set recurring for Mondays and Wednesdays here, but let's say on the 6th here, I'd like to add availability. So I'm going to click and I'm going to add some availability in the morning for calls like that. And now it turns yellow and I can see that availability. And then my potential clients can also see that availability. So that's how you would set your calendar. You can go to messages and see if any messages have been sent to you. You can review all of your clients. You can create new services. So right now, as a client, I've come in and I can see that I can purchase and or get free services from you this way, these three types. But if I'd like to create a brand new service, I can do that. So if I would like to create a discovery call video service, it's video, it's 15 minutes. I'm going to make it free because we're just having a chat. I would like to record it. And then I press create. I now have a discovery call. I can make that available on the web page itself, or I can make it available or make it available on the back end only once you've logged in. So I can actually do a feature on the home page. shows it's featured, and it will now exist on the home page when you go from the outside looking in. And there it is. So we've done the page, we've done creating services. We have the ability to do social sharing, create your coupons. You can attach your tracking IDs for both Google and Facebook. You can do your admin settings. So if you have multiple people inside of your company, you might have 3 or 4 different people setting their own calendars inside of your company, and clients can come in and choose from who they are. You can set up physical locations, and then of course you can set up your bank account so that when your calls are paid for, you are getting paid immediately into your bank. So the entire system here allows you to, as we talked about before, start conversations, have conversations, and continue those conversations, all inside the single thread. So this is the difference between going through 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and then for follow-on emails. We can do it all in one place. You control the customer journey in a very simple format. Thanks very much for watching. Please, if you do find interest going forward, press on the free trial button below, and you, of course, can reach out to us at any moment in time via exactly what you're seeing here at training.live.clinic to ask questions as you're going forward. And we hope to see you soon. Thanks very much.